Good morning, everybody. Hey, Hillary. Hey, Sad to me. Well, I guess it's not really morning. It's 12:16. So do you say afternoon? Good noon? Hey, Susan Bonds. Yes, last night was great. It was really interesting experience. I'll wait for some people to come in to get started on what I wanted to talk about. But yeah, as far as yesterday, it was really pretty when we got out to the site. It was almost spiritual. It was nice. But we ended up going to the wrong gate yesterday on our little Survey 319 run. So it was different. Hey, Rosie's Chest. Hey, Amy. So, and I put a little poll in my community post, guys. Hey, Lufa. For Hey Doodle Mama, for people that if you like what Mexi and I were doing, we are interested in doing like, true crime paranormal part of true crime, kind of adventure, fun stuff. So if you guys like that, just go over and vote in my little poll to see if you guys want more of that, and maybe just a separate channel for that. Oh, we're at Survey 318. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because a lot of people said that in order, the other people that have gone there are able to see the towers from the gate. So it was just, we were just at the wrong spot. And there was a lot of weird beetles over there and like weird stuff. But I was just more concerned about rattlesnakes this time of year. Like even when I go on my jogs and stuff through the field, I've never seen one in person, but I know that they're there. So anyways, hi to the people on Facebook. I'm multi-streaming again, and hold on, let me just check over there really fast. Sometimes the Facebook comments pop up in my, oh, thank you, Hillary. Sometimes they pop up over here in StreamYard, and sometimes they don't. But then again, Facebook isn't as active when it comes to videos as it is YouTube. So sometimes you could post videos on there and people don't really care. But hi over there on Facebook, Mark and Jordan and Debbie. Hey, Betty, Nor. Come from Facebook, so you'll see my comments from both. Oh, okay, Deborah. Yeah, the drive was, it was interesting. I'd been there before, but the actual drive going there was interesting. Yeah, you're welcome. Well, in Colorado, obviously, there's like something in the water. So Mexi and I were talking about like going to different places, like the Aurora Theater, stuff like that. Maybe even go down to Colorado Springs for the other cases and further down south. All right, let me get back over to YouTube here. I'm from Denver. Hey, South Pole Schmieda. Hey, German lady. Wait, what is that? Oh, German lady, your little icons or your little emojis that you just put in, they show up here as, they show up in StreamYard as virtual hug, the actual word, which I didn't know that was a virtual hug before. I thought that meant queen because it looks like it has a crown. How do we find you on Facebook, Robbie? Don't tell me if it's something you want to share. Oh, no, it's a public Facebook. It's Robbie Brown, Save Robbie. Oh, the Ramsey house. I heard that that's not there anymore, but I mean, I could always go and check it out. Hi, Plurpy. Okay, so let's see. They look like little queens. So as you know, I've been going through the process of cleansing my body out and being sober since June 27th. And, on a leave from work and going through therapy and stuff and working out every morning and feeling really good. And of course, thriving. And that helps me get up every morning. I've been getting up every morning. Usually I'm a late night person. I've been going to bed around like anywhere from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. But I've been getting up pretty much at 5 o'clock every morning. And this morning I woke up in a really good mood, just really peaceful and happy. Like my endorphins, I think, are starting to go kick in. Thank you, Plurpy. And it's just, I feel really good. And So as you know, there's been plenty of times on here. Well, maybe you don't know. There's been plenty of times on here where, like I said before, my camera will be turned off like this. And I'll be going through a hard time or something. And what you don't know is I would have been drinking during that time. Now, alcohol is no excuse for bad behavior. However, it has contributed to some emotions that I have on here. So, and I know that like apologizing and stuff like that is a part of step 8, I believe, in the 12-step program. But I get excited to do that anyways. I did that even when I wasn't quitting substance and alcohol. So there is a list of people here. And what I want to say before this is I don't want anyone else to get offended, because I know that there are people that bicker back and forth and they do fight, whether, you know, they're my groups of friends and they, you know, go against each other or whatever. I don't want to offend anybody by apologizing to certain people. And someone did say, you know, you should reach out to email and stuff. And I did do that this morning. I woke up and I got really excited and I sent a bunch of different emails to people apologizing. But there's some things that with certain people I wanted to tell you guys about, because there may be some misunderstanding of just me being a dick and maybe me jumping to conclusions that I just kind of want to clear the air so that maybe people don't look at these. I don't want to make other people look bad. And I feel like by fighting with them and arguing with them, it paints them in a bad light, as long as as well as myself. So there's a bunch of people I wrote down. If there's anybody that I'm missing here, and this isn't going to be like a dramatic thing, this is therapeutic for me. And just, I've been in a really clear state of mind. I think the clearest that I've been, God, I can't even remember the last time I've had this clear of a mind and just feel really healthy and been nurturing myself and, you know, taking good care of myself, and especially spiritually and physically. So I feel really good. So with that clear mind, I want to clear things up from things that I've done and not so much of a clear mind. And I've had time to sit and think about a lot of those things in a clear mind. And I think about them a lot differently. And there's plenty of people that I've argued with on here specifically. That's why I'm on here talking about it. That I don't even really know. I don't even really remember why there was ever an issue. So if I can't even remember why I was mad to begin with, then I shouldn't have any anger in me at all. However, since things happen or you hear rumors about maybe people saying mean stuff or doing mean stuff to you, you get angry. And I've gotten angry and I've called people names. Even in the last couple of days, I've been in chats with certain people that I'll say here that I've been like, yeah, that person's a bad person. I don't like that person, or called them a name. So I just want to free myself of that anger and of that. Yeah, we do. South Pole Shmita. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. I wouldn't have a personality if I didn't drink, but I'm very proud of you, Robbie. Well, thank you. I feel like, hey, Stephanie, to me, alcohol it's a Jekyll and Hyde situation. And maybe I should unhide some of my lives that I've done or clip videos where I'm clearly intoxicated. And maybe you guys didn't know when I'm cussing people out or whatever. So let me get started on this. And right before I do, on this little list here, it's not so little, but you know, I'm sure it'll add up and I'll have some more people to throw on there. But if for some reason I, didn't put someone's name on this list and someone says, God, what a dick. He doesn't think he said anything mean to me or anything. Like, what am I? Maybe I just forgot. So if you want to email me, you can email me, and I'd love to talk to you and just clear the air. Or you could even say something in the chat of maybe something I've done to you, and I'll address it. And no, we are not doing a Save Robbie raid. There we go. There's my email. Hey, BBT. BBT, you could come up if you want to. Text me if you want to come up. Hey, honey boo boo. I've always tried to mimic the exact way you call people a dick. You dick. I have called lots of people a dick, but I've been a dick plenty of times on here. So with that being said, just want to say your actions speak louder than other things you show. Oh, well, thank you. But I've had plenty of, thank you. I appreciate that, Hillary. But I've had plenty of actions on here that speak louder than my apologies before. And the one thing about now, because I've always, cussed people out, okay, and been completely wasted out of my mind at nighttime. And then the next morning, wake up and apologize. And, you know, people would say, here he comes. He's going to apologize after he's cussing everybody out. The difference now is that I've made the decision to move away from alcohol, and I've made the decision to put that down and to move forward in a clear mind, so that there's no more doing that kind of stuff and then making excuses and saying, oh, I was drunk. You know, from this point forward, I should be held accountable for my actions if I do mean stuff to people, because there's no excuse. And again, alcohol is not an excuse, but it definitely contributes. But now, I mean, there's no excuse. What are you going to... Thrive's not an excuse. This makes me feel good. Okay. Hey, Stephanie. Been over almost 19 years ago. Oh, wow. Plurpy, you're 19 years. Hold on a minute. I want to see if they're... I think you're saying you're 19 years sober. That's great if you are. Okay, anyways, so first person on my list is Blue Topaz. Blue Topaz is somebody that's been in this community and other communities for quite a long time. Hey, Jessica. And, you know, I just had misunderstanding with her. And the one thing that I wanted to say about Blue Topaz, and to Blue Topaz, if she listens to this, or if anybody is friends with her, to let her know and pass the message on. I love you too, Lufa. Blue Topaz is somebody that, you know, I would say interacted with people and stuff. And there was a misunderstanding a long time ago that I heard rumors she blocked people when she was a moderator. And I simply took that rumor and I removed her as a moderator because I had reason to believe. However, with all that being said, it doesn't matter anymore. But, you know, I was in a chat a while ago and it ended up getting in an argument and end up on panel with her arguing about it, kind of blaming, saying, you know, leave me alone and all this stuff. So I just want to make it clear, there was a big misunderstanding. I was talking in anger. Now with the clear mind, I just want to say I'm sorry to Blue Topaz, and you weren't harassing me. And I just figured, you know, by going back and forth like we were in the chat, I just want to say sorry for even reacting or saying anything to you. And I did email you. So if you want to email me back, you can. We can talk more about that. If not, I just want to say sorry. And I'm sorry if I made you look bad in front of a lot of people on there. Thank you, I learned. I appreciate that. Hey, Coffee and Conversation, Fickle Pickle. All right. So I think that's all with Blue Topaz. Again, I want to make it clear that I never had proof that she was blocking people in my chat. That's just something that I jumped to conclusions and I stuck because I'm a stubborn person. I am a very stubborn person. I'm trying to work on that and content to jump to conclusions. And for somebody like myself that's always saying, you know, you need proof if you're going to blame someone or something, I should practice what I preach and need proof with that. All right, I kind of went out of order here, just like throwing names out of my head. And again, I know that there's a lot of other people that might have problems with these people, but this is therapeutic for me to do just because I don't want to have bad feelings between me and anybody. It doesn't feel good at all. Hey, Tinksy, it doesn't feel good. And if you're over on Facebook, hi, I don't think the comments are popping up. We're over on YouTube too. Okay, the next one is Shipwreck Beck. She was a friend of mine for a while, and I just wanted to apologize to her. There were a number of times, even when I was sober and not drunk, that I had cussed her out, said bad things about her, or just had a misunderstanding about our friendship or her being in a Discord, which I don't do Discord, with people talking poorly about me and maybe blaming her for that. And I just want to apologize to her. And along with that, this isn't really an apology because I don't have anything against Misery, but where the hell are you, Misery? I've emailed him before. I just want to let him know, you know, on here, you could tend to believe some rumors about people. And I just want to say to Misery, hey, Kimberly, I just want to say to Misery, I'm sorry if I ever believed anything terrible about you. I'm going to start working on, I like to do this anyways, but minding my own business. And maybe if people come to me with gossip or rumors, just maybe listening to them and let them vent, but holding solid in my own belief that that's their belief, that's their fight, and just not to get involved, you know, unless people are threatening lives or, of course, doing illegal stuff or anything like that. Not your concern if they forgive you, at least that's what my program teaches. Yeah, no, I just want to let them know that there's nothing bad on my side. And I guess I can say in general to anybody I've hurt, but I kind of want to go in detail with some of these people because I've offended them on a public platform in the past. I've called them out or made them look bad in front of other people. And that's funny. You said Mel Mel. I just added her back to my list, but I want to say to Mel Mel, she wasn't on my list because I just wanted to say to Mel Mel that I was drunk one night. I was really drunk one night, and I'm going to go ahead and go down the list with the other people that were involved in this. Mel Mel, Crazy Nurse Granny, your main girl got thrown into it somehow, and Sip Some Tea with Marie. Haley. Hey, Carla. So one night I was very drunk. This was a while ago. I don't remember what it was. I honestly, I can't remember what I was mad about, but I went and I started cussing out Sip Some Tea with Marie because I think I saw her not talking poorly about me, but being disappointed about me in comments somewhere. And then I was reading through her comment feed and there's these other people saying, oh, I'm disappointed in him. So I started going down the line, cussing these people out, including Mel Mel. Mel Mel was like, you know, trying to give me loving advice. And I snapped at her and basically told her to piss off. So to Mel Mel, I love you. Mel Mel she's been there for me. In many ways, friends are, and I love Mel Mel. Sip Some Tea with Marie. I apologize to her and Crazy Nurse Granny. You know, these are people that I've offended, and then they've turned around and given me donations. Okay. And supported me not only spiritually, mentally, but in other ways as well. So I just want to apologize to them. That night I was drunk. That's no excuse again, but I was drunk. Okay. So with that being said, I'm just going to go up the line here. I'm going to go over, there's a creator called Kazbat, and she belongs to a community, the Rambler community. And I just have had some bad experiences with her and talked really poorly about her. I called her Kazfat one time, which she's very pretty. She looks like the step Catherine O'Hara from Beetlejuice, like real pretty. And I just wanted to hurt her feelings. And that's the honest to God truth. There's Crazy Nurse Granny. I just wanted to hurt her feelings. And that's something in my right mind, I don't like to do that, but I'm not going to blame that one on alcohol, because there's been plenty of times where I purposely wanted to hurt people's feelings just because I've been angry and I haven't had any alcohol in my system. So that is something that I'm working on, is cutting people down and being really mean to them just because I want to be heard. Like, I don't understand why I do that, but that's something that I am working on. But sorry, what crazy? My comment triggered you because it was true. I adore you and glad you're looking wonderful. Thank you, Crazy Nurse Granny. I appreciate that. And honestly, Crazy Nurse Granny, I don't remember what your comment was. Can you remind me? Because I know they were saying like, I'm disappointed in him or whatever, but can you remind me what the comment was? Maybe in an email or on here. I don't mind. I will talk about drinking. Sorry. No, it's fine. Hey, Mexi. There's Mexi, everybody. Everyone say hi to Mexi. All right. So I think that's all I want to say about Casbah. I'm just sorry for cutting you down. That's just not nice. And I wish you the best. And with that being said, we've been here, done this with the last 2 months. I'm just going to apologize and just say a real simple one to Mommy Ramblings. I'm sorry for being a dick. However, I didn't do what I was originally accused of. I'm not owning up to that, but I'm sorry I was a dick and responded in a mean way. Just let you believe what you want to believe and just kind of swallow my pride, let it be, let people believe whatever they want to, and just be myself and try to be the best person I can. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about her, and I wish her the best. Laura, perplexed cutie. She's the only one that's responded to my apology so far in a very nice way. I thought maybe she would rip my face off just because I kind of had a bad experience with her in her chat when the whole rambling thing was going on, and she pissed me off. And I was mad. I thought she was a bitch for a couple of weeks. I hadn't been to her channel ever since. I unsubscribed. I've even contributed to talking poorly about her. Hey, Top Cop. So with Laura, I've always loved and supported her. So I'm glad that she responded to me, and I'm sorry to her. There's so many rumors that go around on here. Like, I don't want to focus on that kind of stuff. That's why I'm letting this out, because not the only reason, but one of the main reasons I've ever had some sort of confrontation with people on here is because of being intoxicated and drunk. Okay. So again, if you ever see my video off, okay, sometimes I turn it off anyways, but if you ever see it off and I'm like, you stupid motherfucking bitch and fucking duck, and you see me cussing for anywhere from 20 minutes to 7 hours, then that means I'm drunk. Okay. Cause that's as simple as it is. That means that I'm drunk. Hey, Will the Glare, how you doing? So, I mean, that's why I'm really glad that I'm able to tell my work and everybody, because it makes me accountable. You'll see now that I'm pointing out to you, this time I was drunk, this time. I could even go back and clip videos. That's how you could tell I'm drunk. If I talk like that, if I say the F word every 2 seconds, if I cut somebody down for their vagina, you know, I always cut people's vaginas down when I'm mad. I don't know why. I just go straight for the vagina. Straight for the vag. Okay. Makeup Mobster. I emailed her and Tiffany Marie. I've never had a problem with them. I just I told them I've avoided their chats just because I had a problem with Laura, which I've fixed. And that's the reason I haven't gone over there. Just, you know, because am I buffering? Just because simply you stay away from vaginas. Hold on a second. Let me see if I'm buffering. Okay, it looks good on my end. So anyways, yeah, I saw her over there quite often, so I just didn't, you know, you see people you don't get along with. You can go in places, but sometimes you feel outnumbered, especially in dramatic situations, and you feel like people are going to cuss you out. And then that's not the problem. I'm not scared of people cussing me out. I'm scared of me cussing them out, because it's only going to make a problem worse. Crazy Nurse Granny, thank you. I just said you needed an intervention, and it was out of concern for my true feelings. So proud of you. Wow, Crazy Nurse Granny. And not only that, but I didn't even tell people that I had an alcohol problem at that point. So good looking out. And yeah, you were right. You were absolutely right. Susan's going to slap a vag. Oh, you hit the wrong emoji. Straight for the vag. What do you say about vaginas? I've never heard you insult a vagina. We'll move on to the next person. Oh, I didn't even put this person on my list. Oh, and as far as Crazy Nurse Granny, I said this before. You know, I've had contact and interaction with her outside of YouTube and know, you know, her name and stuff. And I was attempting to dox her name in someone's chat. So that's another thing I did to her, along with the next person. As far as you're asking, when did I cut down or talk about vaginas? This person has a vagina video about me talking about vaginas, but it's all clipped up. Full on drama. With them, you know, I'd been drunk plenty of times when I've watched videos, or, you know, you just get stressed out, and I've been drunk and gotten mad at them just for like making video after video of me. But then again, like Crazy Nurse Granny said, they make videos for a reason. You know, if they see me blowing up on people and then turning around and saying, sorry, you know, like being sober now, that's hopefully not going to happen, because I don't have an excuse to say that I was drunk last night. So that's no excuse. And I did attempt to dox Full On Drama. Those are the only people I've ever doxed on YouTube. It's Full On Drama, Crazy Nurse Granny, and then for some reason your main girl said something and I said someone else's name, but I think I was drunk. I think I might have attempted to dox her, but I got the name wrong. So but to Full On Drama, I'm sorry. You know, it's just, if I'm on here on a platform, people obviously are going to clip videos of me and stuff, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. At this point forward, there's going to be plenty of people that say bad stuff about me. There's already someone brought to my attention. I wasn't going to talk about this, but somebody's mad at me for doing the Chris Watts drive, and they're doing a full live about me tonight. But I'm not going to engage in fighting. And these are people that I thought liked me or were nice to me, but I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to watch it. I don't want to get triggered. So if you guys watch it, please don't even tell me anything. I don't care what is said about me at all. I just don't care to see it. I don't want to engage at all. You're welcome, Tinksy. And hi, Caffeine Q. What about Aunt Sally? What? Am I scared of her? No. She's very supportive. Let's see. Donna Marie. I'm going to apologize to this person, even though they're incredibly rude to me all the time. I'm sorry for telling you to go get fucked the other day in a chat. But you don't have to remind me that I'm gay every time you see me. Maybe if we could make a deal there. I mean, I don't care about that kind of stuff, but So that's the only apology I have for that person. Making lemonade, of course. I mean, her and I have made up and been friends for a while now, but I sent her a sweet message saying, because I truly feel with making lemonade that a lot of her troubles she went through on here, not only in her real life has she gone through troubles, but I would respond to her and kind of play a victim and make people maybe take my side more, even though I wouldn't say to take my side. And I just feel like maybe I painted her in a worse light than she actually is. And maybe that's why a lot of people have a certain opinion of her now, is because of me. And, outside of YouTube, I mean, she's pretty much the same. She's just very outspoken, but she's sweet and kind. And I'm glad that I just made up with her, and it feels good. So it just feels good to, even if nobody ever responds to these emails or anything like that, it just feels good, since I publicly have shamed people being drunk or even sober a couple of times. Hi, Lori. Even sober a couple of times, it just feels good to say sorry. And I know I'm probably missing a lot of people, but if I've missed anybody or if I've done anything to you, like I said, you can email me, and I like to talk things out, even though it doesn't seem like it when I'm cussing people out a lot. I like to talk things out. Lori, did you say something further up? Because I saw you said hello with a question mark, but I don't see a comment further up. Let me see. I don't know if you're saying hello like I missed you or just hello. You think I didn't do anything to you? The glare, that's not actually until step 8. But I woke up in a really good mood, and I just I felt inside, I started thinking about all of these people that I've argued with, not even on here. I mean, there's plenty of people in my real life that I need to do this with as well. It just felt like a need to bring some peace. It's almost like, I know this may sound weird, but when you get really mad and you get that adrenaline inside, you're like, oh, I want to piss someone off. I want to hurt their feelings. I want to get the last word. Well, I had that same feeling that I woke up with this morning, but it was completely opposite. I had that feeling of, I want to make people happy. I want to, let people know I'm sorry. I want to because you kind of free them of that. You kind of free people when you do that. You don't have to be friends. I mean, I don't mind being friends with anybody that I fought with in the past, but just having that comfort of knowing, you don't have anything bad. And of course, we're always going to deal with people on here talking poorly about each other. But I want everybody to know that if you do have a problem with somebody, please don't get me involved in it. I've had enough. You feel that daily in your soul? Which one, Mama Bear, the anger or the good part? Oh, you dropped your phone, Lord. I was like, I don't think I missed her. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Brian St. John. And I also want to apologize to Brian St. John. He waits outside my bedroom window pretty often, and I've called the police on him a couple of times for stalking me. And he's usually nude when he does it. So I just want to apologize, Brian. Next time you can just come on in. I'll leave the window open for you, and we can try to work on this relationship. So with that being said, I'm kind of going to do something kind of scary, because I'll invite, and I'll put the link in the chat one time if anybody wants to come up for anything. But if I've done anything, or I mean, you could even be my friend and say, hey, you know what? You've been a dick when you've done this. Now's your chance to tell me, or just email me again. But you can take a link and tell me what a dick I've been if you want to, or remind me if I'm missing you or somebody else, you know, because I know there's been, I've gone through my YouTube studio and I've actually looked at all the hidden videos that I have. There's some that I've completely deleted, like entirely, because I've been ashamed, you know, like some of my language or the way I've talked to or about people has been pretty disgusting when I'm mad and drunk. The good spirits got to me yesterday. Yes. Hey, Janice. You have never one time offended me in any way, shape, or form. Well, that's good, Brian. You're welcome to wait nude outside my window again. Hi, fake Teddy. Anytime, Brian. But again, it's not that big. Just kidding. Hang on. German lady, is that really you? Can you type in the, or let me see, hold on. I think I know how to do this to where, oh wait. Let's see. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that you?
Of course it is.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Robbie.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm chilling, you know, I'm luxuriating in all this good stuff. And I just came up to say you are a great guy. You are very sweet. And it takes a lot to, first of all, admit that you've done wrong, and to apologize and to make amends. You know, many people cannot do it. It takes a lot. Kudos to you. And I wish you from the bottom of my heart that you will overcome what is going on right now, or the addiction and all this kind of stuff. I wish you nothing but the best. Yeah, and you are a great human being. Stay the way that you are. And before I cry or something, because
Oh,
I'm gonna hop
thank
off
you.
here. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. Stay
Oh,
positive.
thank you. I love you. Thank you for that. That's very
Much
sweet.
love. Much love. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Yeah, Dee Dee Dugan, we'll get there. I woke up with just an incredible urge to, I don't know, it was just on my heart just to do that. I just felt really good. Like I felt so much good energy that I just wanted to like climb on top of the building and scream from the rooftops. So I went for my jog. I thought about it, and like God's voice speaks inside of me. It's like, just make it right. So that's what I'm trying to do. But with that being said, if nobody else wanted to come up or had anything else to add, I'll put the link in the chat one more time. And other than that, that's really all that I wanted to say. Hey, Amy. Thank you, Amy. Hold on. That's all I wanted to say. And I'm pretty sure I probably missed some people, because I mean, even with Crazy Nurse Granny, I was like, can you remind me what I was offended by? Because I mean, I don't even know. You know, I don't even know. That's pretty sad when you don't even remember some of the quarrels you've got into, or not only that, but as far as not just fighting with people on video, but there's also been plenty of times where I've cussed people out while I've been typing in a chat. I think I just did that like a little while ago. It does speak inside, and that's what it makes me want to do. And you know what? A lot of the times it's just like since I've been open about my recovery on here, or even this, someone's always going to have something bad to say about it, you know, like anything. I mean, people will say, why don't you keep it private? Or why don't you do this? Or why don't you email? Or why don't you just stop talking about your troubles in the past? Or why don't you just stop talking about your troubles altogether? Why don't you keep your recovery private? Someone told me the other day, they asked me, I think I've said this, I think I told you this already, but they asked me how it felt to be oversharing my life on YouTube. And it feels really amazing. It feels really good because I've had plenty of people message me and say that it inspired them to quit doing an addiction in their life. There was a guy that was doing meth on my Facebook, and this was God, probably 6 days ago now. And he said, I'm 3 days clean because I saw your video. I just came across it and it inspired me. So that's why I'm oversharing that information. As far as apologizing to certain people, the people that I'm talking about here are people that I've cussed out on this very platform, or probably contributed to making people not like those people. So maybe by me apologizing to them and saying, hey, you know, you're not that bad, and I'm sorry, we just had a problem. Maybe that'll encourage the people that hated them just because I did to stop hating them. People can be annoying, Lufa, that's for sure. If you can't even remember what made you upset or mad, it's not that serious. Forgiving and moving forward is always a positive thing. Yeah. And, you know, so you're right, honey boo boo. But as far as me not remembering, maybe I don't remember, but maybe I made someone feel so shitty about themselves or hurt their self-conscious that they are still hurting from it, even if I don't remember. So it's just nice to kind of bring to the table. Hey, Mexi.
Hey, what's going on, Robbie?
How you doing?
Good, good. Yeah, it's good that you're coming clean, man. I think that's part of your process that you need to do. Just going out there and just not only as like a person, but you know, both you and I are Christians, so I mean that's a good thing that you're doing. And there's not always going to be people that agree with everything that you do or everything that you say, but we as humans are flawed individuals, and I think a lot of people forget that quite often. That everybody, we're all the same, no matter what anybody says, is we are all the same. We're all trying to live our life. We're all trying to do our things. We're going to be human and we're going to mess up. So the fact that you take accountability and you said, you're saying your piece to these people, whether they forgive you or not, that's neither here nor there, but it's good. It's good that you came out. So, hey, Kimberly.
Well, yeah. And, by doing that, it's like, because there's a lot of time because before, I would get drunk and respond to people or just be having a fun live. And then out of nowhere, some mean person comes in and completely just cuss them out and make them feel like shit, probably. And then turn around the next morning, delete that live. And
no, not Robbie.
Yes. Yeah. Surprise. And then turn around and apologize the next day. Yeah. And so, I mean, people see that as a pattern. They're like, okay, I'm going to quit taking this guy seriously for and this is before I opened up about like having alcohol issues and stuff. So they probably just saw me as a crazy person because they didn't even see me drinking. So like by doing that, freak. Yeah. So I hope by like, because the truth always sets you free. And with my employer knowing and you guys knowing and people in my life knowing, like everyone, it holds me accountable so that in the future, like there really is no excuse. I mean, you could say your excuse is you're just simply mad, but in my sober mind, I'm able to control my anger a lot better than if I'm intoxicated.
Yeah, definitely. I think when you're intoxicated, sometimes you don't exactly think things through. You don't think with a level head, I guess. So. But that's happened. That's I don't know. Part of the reason that I stopped probably drinking a long time ago too is I used to be a hothead too. So
yeah, and I mean that's why it's good. I mean, I don't know if all of you know, but Mexi's been my real life friend for 16 years, 15, and
yeah, it's been a long time.
It's kind of nice that you don't drink because honestly, right now I do have lots of friends that still do drink. And I simply just can't hang out with them right now. And it's not because I think they're alcoholics or anything like that, but they can just openly drink and I just don't want to be around it at all. If somebody says, let's go to dinner and then they have a beer, I don't want to be sitting with somebody having a beer right now. I'm not at that point yet. I can't do that.
Yeah, it's better if you isolate yourself from that situation. It's I used to have that too in the past, where I used to hang out with, obviously, I hung out with a lot of different people that, would either do drugs or do alcohol, smoke weed, different things like that.
You mean me?
And I wasn't going to name drop or anything, but if you're going to name drop, geez. But yeah, but like all those people that I used to hang out with in the past, and eventually, this is years and years and years ago, but like you have to separate yourself from that situation. Otherwise, you just continue in the same circle. And I was fortunate enough to know, like, I quickly picked up on it, and I'm like, I'm just going in a freaking circle. I'm like a one-legged duck in a pond, just swimming in a freaking circle here. So separating yourself from the situation and those people, it's not that, you're saying, well, hey, screw you as a friend or screw you as my buddy, but you're like, I gotta now start focusing on me, because this is not leading me in the right direction that I want to go in my life. So, which is funny, because when I did that, like I actually started having good things happen in my life, and it kind of makes you realize, like, how sometimes certain groups or certain crowds can lead you a certain direction. I know it sounds so freaking cliche to say, but it's true. Like if you hang out with certain people and certain things, and sometimes those people try to drag you back into it too. It's like, so I completely get what you're saying. Like if someone's over there having a drink, well, that's good for them. If they can do that, that's great. But like sometimes that doesn't always work for somebody, especially with an addictive personality, to where one drink turns into 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots later. So,
well, for me too, it's not, I think that a lot of people, because I've always said, I think ever since my early 20s, like, I don't want to drink anymore. And I'll tell my friends that, and I'm easily influenced. I'm not going to lie. I truly am when it comes to social drinking and stuff. I'm very easily influenced, and I know I'm weak when it comes to that. I just am. So in the past, I think a lot of people haven't realized that it's been a big problem for me, because I don't show what happens after everybody else goes home. I don't show when I'm drunk and end up going on a binge, or end up in a bathhouse, or doing drugs, or, something terrible. Nobody knows about that.
I've been guilty of that. Yeah, I've been guilty of that in the past too. Like I said, like back when I used to do that stuff, I was that guy too, where I was like, just come have a drink. And sometimes I would know. I'd be like, well, these people are trying to get away from it, but you just want to hang out with them. You think you're having fun and a good time. But I don't know. I think that's part of maturity. Like when you start getting older, you start realizing you're like, hey, well, what happens behind the scenes, like, not a name drop or anything, but I had my one of my family members who was the same way. He was an alcoholic, and we would hang out. And before I'd kind of enable him, I'm like, yeah, let's go hang out. But when he would get drunk, he'd become aggressive and very violent and different things, and it was bad. But I always wanted to hang out with him because he was a fun guy, and until he got past that point. But like eventually, I started realizing, I'm like, oh my God, like this guy's not okay drinking. Like so, like. I have to not, the only way we can hang out and have a good time is me not drinking in front of him. So like a good friend or a good family member or person will recognize that. Like eventually, some people won't, because like you said, some people don't think about the behind the curtains effect, like what goes on when you leave. And for some of the people with different addictions and different things that can't, that fall into those traps easily. And there's a lot of people out there like that. Some of those people that fall into those traps easily, it's you don't think about it, because not everybody falls into those traps. So I get, I kind of get both sides of the coin, like the people that don't think about it, and then I get the other people that I'm one of those people that would fall into that trap. I'm like, oh yeah, let's just go have a good time. Freaking, 10 shots later.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, they never took me seriously, because I would even say, I'm quitting drinking. I'm not drinking. As soon as we'd sit down at a restaurant, I'd order a beer right away, and they'd be like,
yeah,
oh, well, it must not be that bad if you're like, and I'd be like, oh no, it's okay. I'll just have a beer. It'll be fine. I didn't tell people that that I simply can't do that. And then cut to me wanting to stay at the restaurant, while my friends are like, okay, it's time to go home. Like, I'm ready to go home. I'm like, I'm ready to go party. You know, I bust out the keg. Let's drink all night. Like I'm the person that always ends up being up the latest. Everybody else is asleep and I'm drinking or whatever. So,
oh, trust me, I remember.
yeah,
Firsthand.
And it's not, yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be because I don't go out and drink anymore. The majority of times that I've drank in the last even year have been at home. It's usually been maybe once a month, twice a month. But during quarantine, it became like 3-4 times a week. And I'd be drinking like a whole 12 pack and cussing people out on here. Like, yo, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out. You know, just being an asshole. But you know what? A lot of people come in and try to trigger you though. So
yeah,
they kind of deserved it, but not really.
Like I've seen that now that like I'm starting to actually get a little bit more involved in the YouTube thing. Like I'm starting to see like even some of the negative comments that we got on the recent live feed that we've done. Like sometimes some people just want to talk shit. And like it's not in anything necessarily that you've done. I think sometimes people like everybody's so overly sensitive about like everything anymore. It's crazy. So it's like whether you're trying to offend or not trying to offend, it's like it almost doesn't matter. Like you can do it in the most respectful way and people would find something to say about it.
Well, and that's like do you know who Truthfully Trisha is, right? She
yeah.
Well, okay, so I consider her a friend, and I know a lot of people don't like her. I left simply, she did a silly, goofy video the other day that just brightened my morning. It was her singing Three Little Birds, being silly in her bedroom. I just said, this made my day. And I can't tell you, I think there's like 30 hate comments just on my comment of people I don't even know saying horrible things to me. I'm this terrible person, you know, for being nice to a friend. And I'm like, God, why do people take time out of their day to like cut people down or just be terrible like that?
Well, it's the same reason that you see all the things going on in the world that we see right now as it is anyway. Like, look at all the, you know, why do we have all the riots and the looting and the different things like that? Like, there's a difference between peaceful protests and what Martin Luther King did to change the world, and a difference between just smashing and destroying your own city just because you're a hateful person. And
well, exactly.
like, in their mind, you can argue with them until you're freaking blue in the face, and you can't tell them anything because in their mind, they're seriously correct. They think that they're correct in destroying their own freaking city. And they think that they're justified because of the, you know, the George Floyd thing or whatever. But, you know, that's a whole other area. But that's just like, that's what you see right now. And it's just sickening.
Yeah, it's interesting to me because if I don't like you, or especially if you have a YouTube channel, if I don't like you, I'm just not going to go, you're going to annoy me if I watch you. So why would I go over and watch you? Or even that, maybe I am curious to see what you're going to say, but I'm not going to comment.
Comment, you know? Yeah, don't comment. Yeah, it's like if you don't like the content too. That's what I haven't understood yet on this thing. I'm new to this. So like if you don't like the content, why would you watch it? So you want to come on the YouTube channel to make a negative comment because you don't like the content, then don't watch it. How many millions and millions, probably billions of freaking things are out there on YouTube? Like, go find something else to do.
Yeah, well, and a lot of these people, you know, and that's why I was just saying with Truthfully Trisha is, I mean, a long time ago, I had made that theme song I showed you I made of myself. She liked it. And she goes, can you make me one? So I made her a little one. I posted it. And she has a big following of just these haters that don't like her. And they're like people that if they see you like her, they're as crazy as to go as far as coming and harassing you just simply because you like her. And it's just insane to me. Yes. And it's like, what the hell? I don't even know these people. And they're like, stop talking to her. I'm like, that's like a stranger walking up to you on the street and me and you hanging out and them saying, stop talking to him, and pointing at me and saying, get away from him. I don't want you talking to him or being his friend.
Yeah. We're going back to the kindergarten days where we all can't share toys and we got to bonk each other on the head to try to get the toy and bite each other's arms.
Yeah, and you know, they'll do mean stuff to her. Like they go in her chat and, you know, whether she's talking about something adult or anything, and they'll say, you know, I'm 13 years old, or they'll like say that they're underage just to try to get her in trouble. So she'll say like, this is an adult conversation. People they go overboard to try to harass people or make them look bad or anything like that. And I just don't understand that mentality. Like I said, like there's a whole list of people in front of me that I just crossed off that I cussed them out. I'll honestly say I didn't do that first. You know, I felt offended first, but that doesn't give me an excuse to act the same way or, you know, to snap on them. But when people just do it out of nowhere just to do it, that's a huge problem.
Yeah, but that's where you're at, and that's what I just came on to say too. Is just like you're at the point where 2 wrongs don't make a right. You want to be held accountable for what you've done, say what you've done incorrect to these people, and I commend that. That's awesome. That's great. You're going in the right direction, whether these people think you're not. So who really cares what they say? I mean, like you're saying your apologies. You're out there. You're putting yourself out there. You're saying, you know what? I'm sorry. I wronged you. This is my fault. You're taking accountability for your actions, and that's all you can do. At the end of the day, whether they choose to accept your apology or not, I mean, that's on them. But you've done it. You've washed your hands clean of it, and you only have one person to answer to. So that's that.
Exactly. And on here too, like I just want to make sure, because being in like getting up every morning and jogging and taking care of myself and being in the right mind sober, it's like it's almost like I can't really explain the feeling. I don't know how to explain it except like a bunch of positive endorphins going through my body. And with that happening, it's like everything bad that I have had or wanted to drink about or anything, it's like it doesn't matter anymore. And not only that, but it's like looking forward, because on here I've gotten triggered by so many people, and most of the time it's been because I've been intoxicated. But now I'm like, okay, if people are going to come over, and yeah, like sometimes if they say a mean comment, I'll respond and be a smart ass and be like, thanks for supporting my channel. But even that, I need to stop and just not respond to the negative stuff at all.
I don't know. I kind of like your smart ass comments back.
Well, yeah, I mean, but at the same way, it's kind of like throwing more flames in the fire by doing that. But, you know, it's like, why do people come over and say stupid shit? I just need to allow them to do that and not get offended, because they're going to do it whether I'm offended or not. And it's going to mess with my happiness, you know? Yes, God, and truly, God is speaking through me. And that's the other thing, Mexi, that you'll notice on here, if you ever come across and you're open about Christ, which anybody who is pretty much gets persecuted in some way, shape, or form. And if you do that, like I'm very open about my relationship with Christ on here. And even people that are even non-believers will throw it in my face. Oh, you're not allowed to do that, or you can't be gay because of this. And like, first of all, you don't make the rules of my relationship with God.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there's always going to be people that say that, oh, you do this and you do that, and you're a hypocrite.
Yeah,
you're a hypocrite. That, well, at the end of the day, you're not the one who makes the rules. So you know, it's between you and your relationship with God at the end of the day. So.
What's the purpose of a live chat if you can't handle opinions? Just do a video where no one gets input. And exactly, Mimi, and then you could turn the comments off, and you don't have to deal with it. And you know, a lot of people have told me before, why don't you just turn all your comments off? Well, if I did, I wouldn't have a lot of interaction except for, you know, live streams and going into others. I like to hear people's responses or opinions, even some of the negative ones. Sometimes if people don't like me, I'll listen, or I like to read them. But if they're going to be unreasonably stupid and mean, then that's when I just usually don't even finish reading it.
Yeah, we'll keep going the way that you are. I just want to jump on here. I'll jump off, but
well, thank you.
I could even see, even from where we're hanging out, like I've known you for a very long time, and I know when you're in your dark place, like you don't come out of your shell. You're more like a hermit crab, but it's easier to hang out with you when you're in a good spot, not only with God, but like yourself, and like you're happy with yourself and the things that you're doing. Like I've noticed it. You'll actually come out of your shell and you'll be like, yeah, let's go do this, let's go do that. So keep going the route you're going, because like when you do, like it spins you off into a weird kind of depression, and then you start secluding yourself. So keep up the direction you're going. You're doing great, man. Well,
thank you. I'm gonna put Mexi's link in the chat one more time, guys, so you could go over and check out his channel. Bye. I'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks, Robbie. All right, bye.
Hey, Soul. How you doing, Soul? We're overdue for a phone call, Soul. Hold on, let me put Mexi's link in the chat. Wait, is that the right one? Oh, okay. Okay, guys, if nobody else wanted to come up or add anything else, I'm probably going to end this because that's all I wanted to say. And hopefully get some good email responses later. That would be nice. But if not, it's okay. It still, was able to get it off my chest and apologize to some people. Sober for 4 years prior to quarantine. Yeah, you were saying that the other day. And I don't like to blame things for, me falling off the wagon, but lots of things contribute to it. And Celine, I don't know. I think I have her email. Has anybody tried to email Mama Beauties? Because she just disappeared. She was doing a great crime channel and a Patreon and all this stuff, and she just kind of disappeared. So I hope she didn't, because she seemed to be doing pretty good with that. I forget what her I think it was, I don't want to say, I don't know what her addiction was, but hopefully she's okay. I love you, Plumie. I know you hate that word, but I love you. You enjoy it for, hey, you know what, Lufa, and if you do enjoy it, if it's something that's not a problem, my therapist was saying this just this last week, that if you enjoy it and you're able to pace yourself and use it for what it is kind of for, it's not really designed for you to get wasted with. It's like he used the word medicate. And he even said, in the future, if you ever just want to medicate because you need to unwind and have like a glass of wine or a can of beer in the bathtub or in front of the TV and stuff, then do so. And I was like, no, in the future, I can't even see myself doing that, because it's created such a problem in my life that I really want nothing to do with it at all. Like I don't ever want to even get to the point where I can just have one drink, because it's really unnecessary for me. I have a slightly elevated fatty liver is what I've been told in the past, and it hurts my back even after one drink and stuff. It's just not worth it. This is a big spank now. I love you. Gallon of, I've been hanging out with one other person before and got a gallon of wine, and then turned around and we both drank that whole gallon of wine and went back to the liquor store and got another gallon of wine. But we didn't finish that one. You too, sweet crazy. Thank you, Shelly. So anyways, that's my apologies again. I'm going to put my email back up on the screen. Thank you, Ginger Locks. I'm going to put my email back up on the screen. If anybody wants to cuss me out, remind me of something I've done when I've been a jerk, please don't hesitate to do so. If you stop drinking, it will help your fatty liver. Yeah, absolutely, Lufa. And I mean, it does. And for a while, when I first started Thrive, I thought I was doing great. I felt amazing, just like I do now. But then I switched to a higher level of Thrive. And I also felt so good that I started drinking a little bit, not heavy, but more than usual back when I switched to a higher level of Thrive. And my back started hurting, my liver hurt, and I kind of blamed it on Thrive. But it was definitely the alcohol and the really, really high amounts of caffeine mixed together. But right now, like last night, I think I went to bed at 11 p.m., maybe midnight, and I got up around 4:30 in the morning and felt amazing. And I'm telling you, it is the frickin' Thrive. I'm telling you it is. It makes me, I was telling Mexi earlier, I was on the phone with him, and I said it feels like my body feels like I'm in high school again. Hey, 1 hour dry floors. Milk thistle, coffee and conversation. You know what's interesting about that is I heard that helps your level. I heard it helps your liver. That's how I talked when I was 5. I heard that it helps clean your liver out, but anytime I've had milk thistle like by itself at all in a pill form or anything, my back feels almost paralyzed. horrible and I can't move. And oh, hey there, Anitra, is it? Seen you in Bella's account. I'm 50-year-old woman from Finland. I'm an alcoholic. I've been sober for over 20 years. Well, that is the kind of motivating stuff that I love to see on here. And congratulations on that. You motivate me. See, it's like a chain reaction. It truly is a chain reaction. I was telling Brutally Lauren and Nicole when they were on my panel the other night and we did like a sobriety panel, I was telling them that by them inspiring me, it helps me stay sober. And then if I inspire others, and it's truly like a chain reaction. And that chain reaction can also be negative. If I'm pushing alcohol on somebody or saying, let's go have a drink, you could be making a chain reaction but you're doing the good chain reaction. I'm not a salesperson. I have all of my Thrive, like I put my account on hold a while ago because I have so many months worth of it that I don't need to pay for it monthly. Plus I'm not working right now, but I do, I'm a Thrive promoter. So I do have the website and it goes through me. Dandelion is so good. Caffeine Q. That helps my back all the time. If you are interested in Thrive, I guess it wouldn't hurt to put my Thrive website in the chat and you can check it. It's a 3-part system. I take the pill when I wake up on an empty stomach. Then I shake my shake. And then I slap on the patch. And the patch stays on 24 hours a day. Even when you're sleeping, it'll stay on in the shower. It's a sturdy patch. The only thing is I'm a very hairy guy. So ripping the patch off hurts. But females that I know, they're like, it doesn't hurt ripping it off, but it does to me because I'm like a hairy gorilla. I'm going to email you. I want more about Thrive. Okay. Yeah, here you can ask me anything you want in my email about Thrive, and there's my Thrive website in the chat there. You can go check it out. Why don't you at least say hello? By the way, you'll be okay. Hi, Lori. Hey, Chloe. This is not an adult conversation, so you can stay. You're wonderful. Does it give you the same kind of energy as Adderall? Are you asking me about Thrive? Or is that somebody else you're asking? Alcohol and meth are the devil. I agree. If you're asking about Thrive, I've never tried Adderall before. Thrive doesn't give me like that unless I've done the big patches, but it doesn't give me that cracked out caffeine feeling of, like crashing from coffee. It truly makes me feel like I'm about 17, 18 years old when I wake up. It helps with pain in your body. It makes you motivated. And I guess, not drinking contributes to that too, and clear-minded, but there's so many benefits to it that it really just gets me up and gets me going. Yesterday, I went on 2 jogs, woke up, 5 in the morning, went on Carla's panel for a little bit, went for a long jog, came back, I ate, and then I went back for another jog again. Like my body wants to move. My body wants to do positive things and apologize and have forgiveness and do great things and just be good. I just want to be good. And that's it. Yeah, absolutely, Susan. Makes you want to clean your house and be productive. Absolutely. It doesn't make me want to clean my car because I never like to clean my car. I always go to those, places where they clean it for you. Because I hate vacuuming my car, especially in the summer. I get hot really easily. If it wasn't hot, maybe I'd be motivated too. But oh, there you go, Valerie. Free shipping this weekend for Thrive. It sent her an email. It does work a bit and can get pricey for free shipping helps. Absolutely. Yeah. And a lot of people ask me, can you buy the shakes and stuff by itself? But I've always done it in the 3s. So honestly, like I said, I'm not a sales person or a sales pusher or anything. So I really don't know a lot about the sales part of it, except the 3-part package is $150 per month. So it is pricey. If you get 2 people to buy underneath you, you get yours for free. And then of course, above that, then you start making money on top of that. But I've never done it for the income or the money. I've done it and I've got it for free. And I'm like, hell, people were underneath me. I got some for free. Might as well keep doing it. It makes me feel amazing. So, that's why a lot of people say it's a pyramid scheme because, obviously it's a pyramid of sales. But I mean, that's the best pyramid I've ever been involved in, if that's the case, because at least it makes you feel good. For me, you know, it is worth the money. If what, Chloe? I love you, Grandma. Hi, Celine. Hello. Does anyone know where I can get my clothes? We're trying 1 hour. Oh, Ginger, you're gonna be my marketer? My what do they call it? My not promoter. What is Samantha? Do you remember the show Sex and the City? Publicist. You can be my publicist? Give 20%, 30%, maybe 50. We'll go half and half. Can you get a day's worth? I do. Well, I have, here's the thing. Like when people ask me for samples, I have the men's stuff. So I don't really know how that would work for women, but I have like there's men's Thrive and then the female one. But I mean, I do have a shake and a patch. If you want to try that, you can email me. I'll mail you a shake and a patch if you'd like to try it. But the pill really is, it would be an amazing Thrive. See, I think when I was 18, I tried doing vacuum sales one day. I did it for 1 day. I was like, yeah, no, I can't do this. We had to do like a whole thing and be all energetic and suck up the vacuum on a pillow and flatten the pillow and be like, boom, wow, isn't that amazing? There was a script. And in the script, boom, pow, isn't that amazing, was part of the spiel. It was an amazing vacuum, though. Oh, my God. What was the name of that? Something Star. Hey, Brooke. I hope you're doing really good, Brooke. Let's see. Oriana, as long as you keep online friends, you'll be fine. You don't believe in bringing them into real life? Got some fries with that shake? Well, actually, Thrive kind of controls your appetite. But for me, I mean, it's not to the point where it makes you feel anorexic, but I feel satisfied because the nutrients going in my body. So I'm able to eat like a good portion meal and not like binge eat unhealthy, fries and stuff like that. But I still do eat junk food sometimes because it's delicious. I've been craving some king crab legs though. I keep watching those mukbangs on YouTube. That girl, what is that? Hey, my beloved. What's her name? Beloved something. You should check her out. Shelly, I got sampled, ripped off. God, I wish I had samples just for everyone to try, because that's the thing with Thrive is Bella, at the end of the day, her channel's at the end of the day. For a while, she was giving giveaways for Thrive and stuff. And I've had people try to push like different nutritional things on me before. And my mouth used to burn really bad when I took a multivitamin. So I've been really careful when it comes to stuff like that. So Bella ended up, the only way to find out, and that's why, especially it being $150 a month, the only way to find out if you really want to do it and like it is I wouldn't suggest just ordering it. I would suggest getting samples first to see how amazing it makes you feel. That way, because as soon as I tried it, it was within the first day, I was like, holy crap, I cannot feel this good every day like this. This has to go away eventually. And it never did. The only time it went away is when I switched to the patches that were this big. It was too much for me because I'm a lightweight with a lot of different stuff. Oh my God, crab is so good. It's such a good flavor. Let's eat in slow motion. I don't eat on camera. I couldn't do a mukbang, I don't think. Except if we go to the Lazy Dog, I'll do a mukbang there. Susan Bonds, you gonna fly out and go to the Lazy Dog with us in your Chris Watts shirt? Oh, that's the one thing I was going to tell you about Thrive too, is when you take the pill, especially the first day, you're going to poop a lot. To put it very bluntly, your body's going to clean out non-stop, probably about maybe anywhere from 7 to 28 times in the morning time. So you might as well just get a good magazine or something and just let her go. But it's like a clean, cleansing. And that'll happen for a couple of days. And then because your body's cleaning out, it's detoxing your body. That's why I started doing it once I sobered up again. And I was like, I might as well start utilizing all of the Thrive that I have left. You want to come out and go to the Lazy Dog, Susan? Pooping does matter. And yet, and you know, the older you get, it really does. It could affect a lot of different things, like your back hurting. And I know it sounds weird, but having a lot of gas, like the doctor diagnosed me with IBS like over a year ago. Thrive doesn't make me feel, I know it sounds gross, I don't feel gassy on Thrive. I don't feel bloated when I Thrive. None of that. You just feel really good. Feel like you're, you know, especially once you start working out and get into shape, you don't feel that heavy extra weight you have in your body. You know, it's toning up. And actually, I'm also taking like a muscle builder and testosterone. So I noticed my legs from running every morning, my thighs are turning into like a man's thighs compared to like, you know, Pee-wee's thighs. I'm turning into a man. That's the Thrive. Give me milk and I will shit your whole house. Plumie always had something either really filthy sexual to say or really, don't worry anymore, 1 hour dry floors. Plumie, you're fun. I love you. I hate you. Sorry. She hates the L word. I was in a serious car accident 20 years ago and I'm disabled. I have chronic fatigue syndrome and severe pain, etc. So being sober has been a bit hard in the beginning, but you get used to it. Yeah, I could only imagine. And to be honest, I think since I've been honest, that, you know, because I've tried quitting lots of times in the past. I think since everybody knows now about my issue online, my employers do, my therapist, my family, my friends, by being completely open and honest, I feel like really accountable and motivated because it's like, well, now I can't hide it anymore. It's in the open. So it's going to be there. And that motivates me even more. Not like I have not craved alcohol or anything since I quit. I have been moody. Like I have had days where I feel like maybe my body is detoxing or I don't know, maybe withdrawals or something and been really snappy or just edgy and moody. And maybe, you know, after my run or whatever and running errands, just want to sleep and lay down and like not do anything. So lazy dog, salmon and beer. Yeah. Alcohol free. See, and I don't even really enjoy the taste of beer that much. Cheap beer. I was a big fan of Pabst Blue Ribbon. You would need preparation age. Now we're just talking about pooping. Thriving and pooping. Thriving, I need to change the title. Thriving, pooping, and boozing. Or is it thriving, boozing, and pooping? I guess that's the order it would go in, right? You have no back or knee problems. Again, 3 times I'm out. I mean, you're out. Shit your channel. I was on my feet for 30 years, not necessarily walking other than to sink. And my shit broke. My shit is broke. What? There's no way it could be completely sober. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. A lot of people, like you said, or like Kathleen Turner, my favorite actress, she developed rheumatoid arthritis over time. She used to be very in shape. She used to do all of her own stunts and be, I mean, she was a sex symbol. She was a femme fatale, or however you pronounce it. And now, you know, she resorted to, on top of the steroids she was taking for rheumatoid arthritis, she started medicating herself with heavy alcohol. So of course she has, you know, now that more bloated, thicker look, but she's swollen from it, and probably on top of that her arthritis. So it's just some people poop and thrive. Shuck and jive. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I can continue to have lots more of streams on sobriety and all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to go have some lunch, hydrate my body, maybe put some aloe on my sunburned body because I feel like I'm starting to get sunburned from jogging every day half naked, just so I could get some honks. Honk, honk! Take off my shirt and run like slow motion. And shake this ass. I need to get to the gym. Yeah, mine actually just started being 24 hours again, so I'm really excited about that. You know what? I think I'm going to go to the gym tonight. That sounds really fun. I might go to the gym right now, to be honest. with you. And here's the thing, like being a gay man at the gym, I know a lot of people are like, do you look at men in the locker room? Do you do this? I do, but I do it because when I look at somebody with a really good body, like it's not that I'm staring at them to be lustful or sexual. They motivate me. Like, I'm like, oh God, I want that. No, I want that. It's like shopping for a new body. So when you see things you like in other people, you add it to your own routine and see how you could build up and do that. Chloe, what? If you want, we can do one of the psychological benefits of exercise. Absolutely, Will the Glare. And I actually want you to meet my friend Mexi because you guys would get along really good. But yeah, we should definitely do that, Will. Mexi, I was a mail carrier. God, I've always wanted to be a mailman just because the legs and the fitness. But God, that's got to be hot in the summertime. But I don't know if I'd rather have summer or winter as a mail person in Colorado. Because the winters get really freaking cold. But I guess the summers get really hot, especially if you're moving around. Baywatch style. Oh yeah, Plumey. Just for you, baby. Just for you. Thank you, Mimi. And thank you to everybody that's been really supportive and sweet and kind to me. So again, I know somebody said there's a stream about me tonight. I'm not going to watch it, and I don't want to hear about it. And I don't care. I have a severe chronic pain, but I am sober. Sometimes I have to take Tramal because my neck was broken. I'm not good with pills. I'm sorry. My neck was broken. I have had help from LDN medicine. Is worth looking up. Oh, okay. For autoimmune diseases. I'll have to come back and screenshot that. White wet t-shirts, and they have to be flipped, Mexi. We got to flip our white t-shirts up like Wonder Woman, like a bra, and tie it and then get them wet. Who's so I don't watch it? What are you talking about, Plumes? Huh? All right, guys. Anyways, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to jump off of here and go. I think I'm going to go to the gym. Pretty sure that's what I want to do. Because later I got shit to do. I got tons of cleaning to do tonight, and I need to go work out. It's always something, right? Always got something to do. Bye, Kimberly. It's nice to see you, and it's nice to see everyone here. Again, there's my email. Cuss me out. Do whatever you want to. I don't give a fuck anymore. But I'm not going to cuss you out. Unless I'm drunk. And I'm not going to get drunk because I'm a recovering alcoholic. Bye, Lee. All right, guys. Have a good one. Talk to you later. See you later. Bye. Oh, shit. I forgot I was on Facebook, too. I'm sorry, guys, on Facebook. I didn't see any Facebook comments popping up, though, so I guess that's okay. Maybe you guys weren't commenting over there. I don't know anymore. Facebook is a weird, strange land. Bye, Doll Factory. Bye, Lufa. Bye, Plumey. Bye, Caffeine Q. Lee, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, Mexi. Talk to you later, guys.